entrepreneur into the manufacturing industry. His wife is Kavita, she's a homemaker. His daughter Tanvi is working in the US, and Dhruv is studying music in Germany. So over to you, Mr. Sanjeev Zindal, and let's hear it.
Now you can see my book?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Today is Ram Navami, and it is my auspicious, very auspicious day, and I'm glad I am giving a review on this day. My book is Questions Are the Answers by Alan Please. It is a book of networking marketing. He is a master of networking marketing. So this book is divided into 5 sections. One is 5 golden rules for success in network marketing, how to get a yes, 4 key techniques, then 6 strategic skills for powerful presenting, 6 tremendous techniques for making positive impressions, and body languages, how to read the signs. So first we go with the 5 golden rules for success. So the writer has given us 5 golden rules, and he has being a very good network marketing himself. So he has emphasized on the average, statistics of averages. Anybody who is doing a network marketing or any marketing, he has to see that there is an average. When we have 10 inquiries, we can only fulfill almost 2 or 1 as per our statistics and averages. So we have to see that average is there. So to achieve that two piece, we have to deal with 10 inquiries. If we don't deal with 10 inquiries, we won't get the 2. So what are the rules for success and more success? So first rule is, golden rule is, see more people. Talk to everybody, whoever is in your circle. Then the second rule is, see more people. Again, keep calling people. Whoever you think can be a prospect, you keep calling them. Then again, third rule is, see more people. The prospect which you have left behind or you have neglected for next year, or somebody like a negative thing, to also call them. So you have more prospects. More inquiry means more you have a chance to fulfill your sales target or anything. Then the fourth is, use the law of averages. So everything there's a law of average is working, and inquiry to conversion ratio is there, which I have told earlier. Then the fifth is how you can improve your averages. So when you have experienced the thing, how you get the average, then with experience you can improve your averages, so that with less inquiries you can have more sales. These are the 5 golden rules. These are for network marketing. If you follow these, your success is guaranteed. Now I come to how you can get a yes if you have allocated the your prospect. There are 4 ways now. First is melt the ice. Melt the ice is building a rapport and trust with the prospect or the client. Building a rapport means you should have a one-to-one discussion. The moment he gets emotionally involved with you, or he has faith in you, then only he will open up. So initially we should not hurry up to sell our product. We just have to build a relationship. That is the first point. When you see that we have built a proper relationship, then we find the hot button. What is the emotional bonding which is restricting him from taking any decision? What is his primary motivating factor? That is very important to know. So he has given 9 areas where any person is interested. What are the probable reasons? He has also given the emphasis that you should print your card, have a printed card with these written in that, so that it is a ready reference to you anytime. So these are the 9 reasons why anybody takes a decision. One is extra income. Second is financial freedom, have your own business, more spare time, personal development, helping others, meeting new people, retirement, and legal legacy. Unless we find the exact reason for his joining the business or having any sales, these are any motivating factors which he is interested in. So we have to know that. So how to convince and motivate people to join? And if we know, so there are 5 golden questions, and these 5 golden questions is the key of this whole book. How to get the prospect into a yes. So what is your number 1 priority? when we show this card and let the prospect give his own idea and answers. We should not prompt him with the suggestions which might be our thing. It should come from his own self. So that then he will be emotionally attached to our project. So number one is, what is your number one priority? Why did you pick that one? Why is that important to you? What are the consequences of not having that opportunity? Why would that worry you? These are the 5 golden questions, and we ask anybody, whatever is the emotional thing, it will come out. And when he's emotionally charged and he is ready for the thing, then we should press the hot button, give the prospect our own idea and our own business proposals. And when he's ready, we get him a connected commitment, ask him to join. These are the two main, these are the things that if we do follow this thing, then we can definitely get a yes. Now we give 6 strategic skills for powerful presenting. These are the way how you can deal with a person and build a rapport. So he has given 6 techniques. So to build a proper trust and relationship with the person, so that we can work with him. First is bridging. Bridging is the body language of listening, how you listen to a person and make him speak more and more. The second is head nod technique. When you we make a nod so that we are accepting his thoughts. Then third is minimal encouragement, where we say small words, I see, oh, really, tell me more about it. So these are the words which encourage the other person to say more. Keep eye control on the focus on the subject, so that we are discussing the subject and it is more on that. So we are connected to the subject. Mirroring is copy the same style which the client is doing, the same hand movement or the body movement, so that we are in pace with him. And last one is pacing. Speak at the same rate. Our modality should be at the same pace of the client, so that we are in the same boat. Now comes the 6th tremendous technique of making positive impression. Palm power. Palm power shows us when the prospect or anybody has a palm up, he's into submissive mode. When his palm is down, he's a dominating mode. And pointed finger, he's pointing somewhere with his palm down. It means he's an aggressive mode person. By knowing this, we can deal with him in a better way. Now, how he does we does a handshake. If our palms is up, then it is a dominance position. Palms are down, it is submissive position. And ideally, we should have a straight hand. That is a hand of equality. And third is left hand holding. We should hold all our objects or files or briefcase in our left hand, so that our right hand is free to do the work of handshaking and signaling. It is a better way of getting a better impression. Smile has great power. We should use it more often. Territorial respect is the distance between the two persons, so we should maintain it, so that the other person is not offended. And we have to dress appropriate as per the occasion. That gives a great impression. So first impression is the last impression. So we should always maintain that. That gives a better opportunity for us to succeed. Now, the body language. This is the 5th and final thing. The author is a master in body language, reading the body language sign. He has a separate book also on this line, which was very bestseller. So he has given some tips in this book also, to know about the body language, because a networker should know his client's body language, so that he can convert his sales into reality, just knowing the body language of the party, and getting right questions at that time can convert him into his prospect sales. So there he has said that women are the better receivers. They know better about the language of the body. So we always see that women always catches the language fast. And it is a science, and it can be learned by anybody. There he has given 3 rules. So any body language we should always read in clusters, not in isolation, because any one body language may be may have some indication, may not be have full indication, but we see the full cluster, then we know that actually it is the same thing which is wanted to convey. And in what context the the body language is being done or the topic is going on, it is also important. And we should also acknowledge the cultural difference, because in many countries different sign languages are being used. We should not mistake by that. So how to learn and read body language? So there are some tips he has given us, like hand crossing means that the person is hard nut to crack, and he's restrained and less interested. His When you are talking, if his hand is touching his face very often, then also he's not interested. There are some positive body languages and some negative body languages, like head tilt, then hand to cheek, sucking glasses, leaning in, the steeple, protruding thumb, both hand behind head, is a sign that he knows everything and he wants more details about it. And there are few negative languages or signals also, which we can read over it. When he has some he is doing critical evolution, picking imaginary links, the collar pull, pain in the neck, slow blinking of eyes, leg over chair, striding a chair, and show hand rubbing. So these are the signs which we should know, and by practice, we can learn all these things. So for a network marketing person, he should know all these things to have a better growth and success in his career. So this is the book all about. And for me, the key takeaway is the 5 golden rules for success, where we have to ask and ask and ask again and see more people. And the second key takeaway is the solid 5 questions that are this is very impactful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Over to Dr. Manjunath.
Okay, thank you so much, Sanjeev.
Yeah.
For this wonderful book. So definitely, because this is like a little deeper into NLP concept. Whatever you explain, hand movement and gesture, it's all proven concept. Not only network marketing, according to my personal journey, even if you talk to your friend, your relatives or your friends, you can influence them. So when you start influencing, definitely you can create a strong bonding.